Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we're really pulling on a single thread, but it unravels so much more than just one marriage.
Ooh.
We're looking at the whole shiny surface of, well, affluent suburban life and what lies beneath.
That's right. Our sources drop us right into this scene. It's the American Legion Hall, Cedarfield, New Jersey. Think, youth lacrosse draft night.
Oh yeah, I can picture it. Dads, maybe a bit competitive, baseball caps.
Exactly. Peak living the dream vibes. Everything seems totally normal, just another night. Until this guy, Adam Price, married, 2 kids, he's just standing near the bar,
Uh-huh.
and a complete stranger walks up to him, out of nowhere.
And that's the moment, isn't it? The catalyst.
It is. The stranger leans in, says something simple, but Adler later describes it like a bomb going off inside him. He says, "You didn't have to stay with her."
Wow, just like that.
Just like that. And Adam knows, like, instantly. With this terrifying certainty, the life he thought he had, it was built on a lie.
So our mission here, in this deep dive, is to trace that explosion. Follow the ripples outward from that one revealed secret.
Yeah, we're going to look at Adam's, frantic search for answers, the surprisingly big operations stranger guy is running, and just how many layers of lies were hiding there.
We're talking fake pregnancies, corporate fraud, embezzlement.
Revenge porn, and yeah, eventually murder. All
Yeah.
tucked away behind those nice Cedarfield houses.
It really digs into how, our digital lives leave these trails, right?
Mhm.
And how easily privacy just vanishes.
Absolutely. And how one person's idea of justice, or maybe just exposing secrets, can spiral into chaos, blackmail, and real violence. So let's start with that first secret, the one that kicks it all off.
Okay, so let's zoom right in on that moment at the bar. The stranger doesn't just, vaguely accuse Adam's wife, Corinne. It's specific.
Oh, incredibly specific. It's like he's read a case file.
Yeah.
He tells Adam that Corinne, his wife, lied about being pregnant. This was 2 years ago.
And the reason...
He calls it a ruse to get him back. Apparently, Adam was thinking about leaving the marriage around that time. So the stranger claims she faked the whole thing to keep him.
That's manipulative on a whole other level.
It really is. And the detail he provides is just chilling. He basically walks Adam through how she pulled it off. Did you see the pregnancy test, the positive one?
Adam says yes.
Stranger says, fake. What about the sonogram picture?
Fake too.
Fake too. And then he gets really personal, hits Adam right where it hurts, questioning their intimacy.
Oh, right. I remember reading that bit. It was brutal.
Yeah, he says something like, once Corinne started to show, you never saw her naked. Right. Implying she actively hid her body, maybe faked being sick at night so they wouldn't,
So he wouldn't notice she wasn't actually pregnant. Sustained deception.
Exactly. Calculated. Adam describes that feeling like a timer starting. A red digital timer on a bomb ticking down. He knew right then things couldn't go back.
But life just keeps going, doesn't it?
Yeah.
He's got this world-ending news, but he's stuck at a lacrosse draft.
Right. The absurdity of it. He's processing this potential marital apocalypse, and the next thing demanding his attention is, petty dad drama over team selections.
Yeah, the lacrosse draft stuff. That seemed almost like a microcosm of the whole town.
Totally. You see it with the head coach, Bob Gaston. He's trying to rig the A-team selections, not for the kids' benefit, but for his own.
He wants to get Jimmy Hutch onto the team. Right?
Yeah, because Jimmy's dad, Jim Hutch, is this big-shot headhunter. Gaston figures if he does Jim a favor with the team selection, maybe Jim helps him find a better job.
So even youth sports isn't clean. It's all about connections and self-interest.
It foreshadows everything else, doesn't it? That financial motive, the using people, it's woven into the fabric of the place, even down to the kids' lacrosse team.
But Adam can't really focus on that for long. He needs proof about Corinne. He needs to know if the stranger was telling the truth.
So he bolts home, and what does he do? He goes straight for the digital evidence, the visa records.
Because everything leaves a trail online, right?
Everything. He scrolls back 2 years, and bam, there it is.
What does he find?
A charge to a company called Novelty Funzy for $387.83.
Novelty Funzy. That sounds kind of harmless, like gag gifts or something.
Exactly what you think. But Adam, he's a lawyer, right? He digs deeper, uses his connections, calls Visa. The Visa rep confirms Novelty Funzy is an online retailer, but they tell him the real operating name, the one they bill under sometimes. It's fake a-pregnancy.com.
Oh my God. There it is. The proof.
Undeniable, digital proof. And when you actually look at what that website sells, it's just mind-blowing.
Yeah, let's talk about that because it's not just a joke site, is it? It's enabling serious deception.
Seriously, they market it like it's all hilarious, fun, funniest gags ever, but what they're selling is tools for deep betrayal.
Like the fake pregnancy test.
Yep, the super new fake pregnancy test. Only $19.99 on sale. And the key thing, it always shows positive. Guaranteed result.
Takes the guesswork out of the initial lie.
But it gets so much more elaborate. They sell fake silicone bellies.
Seriously. Like movie props.
Pretty much. Different sizes, too. First trimester, second, third. Even extra large ones for fake twins or triplets. That explains exactly how Corinne could look pregnant without, Adam noticing anything physically wrong.
And the sonograms.
Fake ultrasound sonograms. You can get 2D or 3D. You fill in the details, doctor's name, hospital, date.
Custom mood deception.
And get this, for an extra $4.99, you can add a hologram to the fake sonogram.
A hologram to make it look more real.
Yeah, think about the level of planning that goes into clicking add hologram. It's chilling.
And they have a legal disclaimer, right? Like, don't use this for bad stuff.
Oh yeah, a tiny little disclaimer saying don't use it for illegal or immoral purposes, right next to the giant banner screaming, funniest gags ever. It's completely hypocritical. They know exactly what people are using it for.
So Adam confronts Corinne. He has the proof. How does that go down?
It's messy. She eventually admits she knew about the site. Says she met another woman, Suzanne Hope, who used it. She tries to deflect, saying, "It isn't what you think, Adam. There's more to this."
More to it. What more could there be?
She won't say, shuts down, promises to explain everything the next day.
But she doesn't, does she?
Nope. The next morning, she's gone, just gone, sends these really cold, cryptic texts. "Maybe we need some time apart. You take care of the kids. Don't try to contact me."
Just vanishes.
Yeah.
Leaving Adam looking like the angry husband who just found out he was lied to.
Exactly. It makes him look suspicious, right?
Mhm.
But then another digital breadcrumb appears.
What's that?
Their son, Thomas. He reminds Adam about this app Corinne installed on Adam's phone years ago, a locator app.
She was tracking him.
Seems like it. The app was called Love My Family.
Oh, the irony.
Painful, right. And the password Love My Family 77. Thomas shows Adam how to use it to track Corinne's phone.
And does it work?
It does, for a bit.
Yeah.
It shows her last active location, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, near some strip mall. And then the battery dies.
The trail goes cold.
The digital trail goes cold. Now Adam's search becomes physical. He needs to find her, figure out what more to this actually means.
Okay, so while Adam's dealing with this incredibly personal crisis, we start to see that the stranger, he's not just a one-off. This is bigger.
Much bigger. This isn't just about Adam and Corinne. The stranger, whose name we later learn is Chris Taylor, is running a whole operation. He's systematically exposing secrets all over the community. And it's not just about fake pregnancies.
Right. There are other cases happening around the same time. Let's look at Heidi Dan.
Yeah, Heidi's case really broadens the scope. The stranger finds her at, a ladies' lunch. He brings up another website, findyoursugarbaby.com.
And Heidi assumes.
She immediately panics, thinking it's about her husband, Marty. Typical wealthy guy, maybe has a secret life.
But it wasn't him, was it?
No, and this is where it gets really uncomfortable. The secret was about Heidi's daughter, Kimberly, college freshman at NYU.
What was she doing?
Working as a sugar baby, using the site to find older men to pay her expenses. The source mentions she settled for, $1,200 a month.
Wow. Talk about family secrets. That's devastating for Heidi.
Absolutely. But here's the kicker. The stranger doesn't just reveal this for, moral reasons. He demands money.
Blackmail.
Exactly. $10,000 payable in 3 days. Or Kimberly's profile, her activities, everything goes public, viral, ruining her reputation, her future.
So this isn't just about exposing truth. It's a business.
It's definitely got a profit motive. A big one.
Okay, what other kinds of secrets was this network digging up?
Well, there's the pressure cooker world of youth sports again, Dan Molino.
Right, the football dad.
Yeah, they confront him at a high school football combine. His son, Kenny, is this star player trying to get a scholarship, needs a super fast 40-yard dash time, 5.2 seconds.
Which is blazing fast for a high school kid.
Too fast, apparently. The stranger reviews Kenny's secret. He's juicing, using performance-enhancing drugs. Yep.
Winstrol, Anadrol, Decadurabolin. Serious stuff.
How did the stranger know? How did he prove it?
The digital trail again?
Yeah.
Kenny bought the drugs online using the deep web, specifically the Silk Road marketplace.
Wow.
And the stranger tracked the purchase right back to the Molino family's home IP address. Couldn't deny it.
And the demand.
Same thing, $10,000, pay up, or Kenny's cheating is exposed, scholarship gone, future ruined.
Okay, so financial secrets, sports secrets. What else?
Relational betrayal, but with a twist. Michaela Siegel, she's about to get married.
Right, and she thinks her ex-boyfriend posted revenge porn of her.
That's what she thought. David Thornton, the angry ex, seems plausible, right?
Yeah, unfortunately.
But the stranger shows up with proof, IP address evidence again. It wasn't the ex.
Who was it then?
Her fiancé, Marcus.
No, her fiancé. Why would he do that? Turns out, Marcus used to be roommates with the ex, David. He saw an opportunity when Michaela and David were fighting. He posted the video himself, maybe planning to swoop in and be the supportive hero, consolidating his position before the wedding.
That's unbelievably something.
You're right. The stranger even tells Michaela something like, "You didn't reveal a secret, you just created another one." Basically, now she knows her future husband is capable of this deep betrayal days before the wedding.
So this stranger, Chris Taylor, we need to understand his motivation. Why is he doing this? Is it just money or something else?
It's complicated. The money is definitely part of it, especially for his partners. But for Chris himself, it seems rooted in this really deep personal trauma.
What happened to him?
When he was 16, he found out the man who raised him, his father, wasn't his biological father. The secret, the lie that his family lived for years just shattered his world.
Okay, so that explains the obsession with secrets.
Exactly. He developed this core belief, secrets are cancers. He genuinely seems to see himself as a surgeon, cutting out these lies he thinks are destroying people's lives, just like his life was destroyed.
But how does he get the information? The credit card data, the IP addresses, the sugar baby accounts, that's not public information.
No, it's not. And this is crucial. Chris and his partners, Ingrid Prisby, Gabrielle Dunbar, this guy Merton, another named Eduardo, they have insider access.
Insider access where?
They work or have worked for these huge data conglomerate companies. The source mentions one called Downing Place.
Downing Place.
Yeah.
Wait, did they own Novelty Funzy, the fake a pregnancy billing name?
Bingo. They're inside the system. They have access to supposedly confidential user data, financial records, browsing history, all that stuff. And they're weaponizing it.
So it's a mix of motives within the group. Chris wants his version of justice, this catharsis.
A secret revealed is a secret destroyed. That's his mantra.
But the others, like Ingrid and Gabrielle, they're more focused on the payout, the blackmail money, maybe doing specific jobs for clients.
It seems like it. There's this built-in tension. Chris's crusade versus their bottom line. But they all seem to agree on one thing. The delivery method.
The face-to-face confrontation.
Yeah. No anonymous emails or letters. They want to see the reaction, force the secret out into the open in person. It's part of the ritual for Chris, maybe. And probably more effective for blackmail, too.
If we look back at Suzanne Hope, the woman Corinne mentioned,
Yeah.
the one who first told her about fake a pregnancy, does her story fit this pattern?
Perfectly. Suzanne confirms she was blackmailed by the stranger for $5,000.
Faking her pregnancy.
Right. But her deal had this interesting clause, which really highlights Chris's weird moral code.
What was the clause?
If she paid the $5,000 and confessed to her husband, stopped the lie, then the stranger would disappear. But if she paid and continued the deception, he'd tell her husband anyway.
So it wasn't just about the money. He wanted the lie itself to end.
Yeah, it's like coercive moral enforcement. He's forcing people to be honest, using blackmail as the tool. In his mind, maybe the ends justify the means. But it's incredibly dangerous.
It really is. This whole network is built on exploiting the data we all leave behind, assuming it's private when it's clearly not, especially if someone on the inside decides to look.
So things escalate dramatically. The stranger's operation, this web of secrets and blackmail, eventually bumps up against something much bigger and more dangerous than just suburban reputations.
Corporate money.
Exactly. And that's when people start dying. The first one is Heidi Dan.
The mother whose daughter was the sugar baby.
Right. She's found dead in her home in Beechwood, Ohio. It's not subtle. She was shot, execution style apparently. Bullet to the forehead, kneecap blown away, left bleeding out on her fancy oriental rug.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's brutal. So this isn't just about secrets anymore. This is murder.
It's a whole new level, and it immediately brings in serious law enforcement. Chief Johanna Griffin in Beechwood. She takes the case, and she's sharp.
How does she connect it to the stranger?
Pretty quickly, actually. She finds surveillance video from the parking lot of a Red Lobster, of all places.
Red Lobster.
Yeah. The video shows Heidi having this really intense, upsetting confrontation just before her death. And who's she confronting?
The stranger.
Chris Taylor.
Tris Taylor, and his blonde associate, who we know is Ingrid Prisby.
Yeah.
The video puts him as the last people known to have caused Heidi major distress. They become prime persons of interest.
Okay, so the police are closing in. Meanwhile, Adam, he's still hunting for Corinne, but he's also trying to find the people who blew up his life, right?
Yes, he's actively tracking the network now. He's using his lawyer skills, his connections. He finds out Ingrid Prisby's name, gets her license plate, pays off a parking attendant, John Bonner, for the info, then uses guys like Old Man Rinsky, these old-school legal network connections, to trace Ingrid.
And that leads him
To another accomplice, Gabrielle Dunbar, in Fair Lawn, New Jersey, part of the Stranger's crew. Does he confront her?
He does. She denies everything, of course, acts terrified. But later, she sends a text message to the rest of the group. Just 2 words.
What does it say?
He knows them.
Chilling. So Adam, the initial victim, is now the one dismantling their whole operation from the outside?
Exactly. Their anonymity is crumbling. But just as Adam's closing in on them, he gets hit with another bombshell. Closer to home.
What is it?
His friend, Len Gilman, who's also the local police chief, tells him something devastating about Corinne.
Oh, no.
Remember Corinne was the treasurer for the youth lacrosse board?
Yeah, the whole suburban involvement thing.
Well, it turns out a very large amount of money is missing from the board's accounts. And Corinne is the prime suspect.
Corinne. Embezzling money. This is getting incredibly complicated. Is that what she meant by more to this?
It certainly adds another layer, doesn't it? Financial desperation, another huge secret. But things get even worse for Adam.
How?
He gets picked up, detained by Chief Griffin from Ohio. She connects him to the Strangers group because she knows he tracked down Ingrid Prisby.
Okay, so he's caught in the middle of a murder investigation now.
And Griffin gives him more bad news. Ingrid Prisby, the blonde accomplice, she's dead too.
What? Also a murder.
Also murdered, shot. Body found in a hotel parking lot. Griffin needs answers. She knows Adam has information about this network, maybe even the stranger's real identity.
So who is killing these people? It's not the stranger, right? He exposes secrets. He doesn't seem like a killer?
No, it's not Chris Taylor. The real killer is someone else entirely. A man named John Kuntz.
John Kuntz. Who is he? What's his motive?
Kuntz's story adds yet another layer of complexity and desperation. He's former NYPD, lost his job, lost his pension, big fall from grace.
Okay.
And the reason he needs money desperately is heartbreaking. His son, Robbie, has bone cancer, needs expensive treatment.
Oh, man. So he's desperate.
Extremely. So he takes a job, private security, high-paying gig, working for a very wealthy, very powerful man named Larry Powers.
Larry Powers. Does that name connect to anything?
It connects to everything. Remember, findyoursugarbaby.com? Larry Powers is one of the wealthy clients using that site. Remember Downing Place, the data company where the Strangers crew got their info?
Yeah.
Larry Powers has connections there too. And here's the biggest piece. Powers' main company is about to launch a massive IPO, initial public offering, worth $17 million.
$17 million. Okay, I see where this is going.
Right. That IPO is Kuntz's paycheck. It's Robbie's cancer treatment. But the Strangers operation, digging up secrets about guys like Larry Powers using sugar baby sites, threatens that IPO.
Oh.
Big IPOs often have moral clauses. Investors want assurance the company leadership isn't involved in scandals or illegal activities that could tank the stock price. The secrets Chris Taylor is revealing are a direct financial threat to Powers and that $17 million deal.
So Kuntz wasn't just random security. He was hired muscle.
He was hired to neutralize the threat, to shut down Chris Taylor's group before they could derail the IPO. He's corporate security, essentially, protecting the investment.
And he started by killing Heidi Dan and Ingrid Prisby.
Exactly. He probably thought they were the ringleaders or the most immediate threats. He was wrong about who was ultimately in charge, but he was ruthlessly efficient. The Stranger's moral crusade accidentally triggered a professional killer acting on behalf of corporate interests.
It's like dominoes falling, each one bigger than the last.
And it all comes crashing down at this leak house. Dingman, Pennsylvania. Adam manages to follow Gabrielle Dunbar there.
The rest of the crew is hiding out there.
Yeah, what's left of them. Chris, Gabrielle, Merton, they're paranoid, cornered. And then Kuntz shows up.
To finish the job.
Yeah, he executes Merton and Gabrielle right there, cold blood.
What about Adam? Is he there?
He is. Kuntz actually finds him, chains him up, but Adam somehow manages to get one hand free, his right wrist.
Okay.
And just as Kuntz is presumably about to kill him too, Adam fights back. He struggles with Kuntz, manages to hit him with the butt of the gun, disarms him.
Wow. Just in time.
Seconds before the police arrive, sirens blazing, Kuntz is caught. The Strangers network is effectively destroyed, and the corporate cleanup operation is stopped. But Adam's original problem, Corinne, is still unresolved.
Okay, so Kuntz is arrested, the Strangers operation is in ruins. But Adam still doesn't know what actually happened to Corinne, or what she meant by, there's more to this.
Right. The immediate threat is gone, but the original mystery, the one that started everything for Adam, is still hanging over him, and the embezzlement accusation against Corinne is still out there.
So where does he look first for answers about that?
He goes back to the lacrosse world, confronts Bob Boehm, one of the guys on the board who is also under suspicion for the missing money.
And Boehm talks.
He does. Under pressure, Boehm reveals something crucial. He says that Trip Evans told him that Corinne was trying to frame Boehm for the embezzlement.
Trip Evans. Wait, isn't Trip supposed to be Adam's friend? The friendly neighbor? The guy always talking about living the dream.
The very same. Popular guy. Seemed to have it all. The perfect Cedarfield resident. Hiding in plain sight.
So Trip was the embezzler, not Corinne.
Trip was the embezzler. He stole the lacrosse board money. Turns out his dream was a nightmare. He'd lost his big job on Madison Avenue, was totally broke, financially ruined. But he couldn't let anyone in Cedarfield know. The facade was everything.
He was using the stolen money to keep up appearances.
Exactly, to maintain the illusion of success. And this leads us to the final, most devastating truth for Adam.
About Corinne's disappearance.
Yes, Corinne wasn't running away from Adam because of the fake pregnancy lie or even the embezzlement. She was murdered.
Murdered by who?
By Trip Evans, her friend, Adam's friend.
Why? What happened?
The morning Corinne supposedly left, she didn't run, she called Trip, she went to confront him.
She figured out he was the embezzler.
It seems likely. Maybe the stranger's warning to Adam made her reevaluate things. Maybe she put two and two together about the money. She went to Trip's house, probably to talk about the missing funds.
And Trip.
He panicked. She was a direct threat to his secret, his entire life, the facade he'd built, so he shot her in his garage. Oh my God, and then he just made her disappear.
Worse, he staged the scene. Meticulously. He used cleaning supplies from Adam's house, planted bloody rags in Adam's trash.
To frame Adam.
To frame Adam.
Yeah.
He knew Adam's life was already in turmoil because of the stranger's revelation about the fake pregnancy.
Yeah.
Who would the police suspect? The husband whose wife faked a pregnancy, embezzled money, or so it seemed, and then vanished. It was the perfect setup.
That is just beyond cold. What was his justification?
Pure self-preservation, masked as community loyalty. He actually said something chilling to Adam later, like, we kill for our own right, meaning protecting his family's status. His reputation in Cedarfield was worth committing murder. Corinne had to be silenced.
Does Adam confront Trip? How does this come out?
He does confront him, and Trip eventually breaks, but it's horrific. Trip confesses, then he actually drives Adam out to where he buried Corinne's body.
He shows him.
Yeah, takes him to Milan Dickerson Reservation, near Lake Hopatcong. A place Corinne loved, had childhood memories there. Twisted, right?
Incredible. And Trip says something truly insane. He says he buried her there once, but now he needs Adam's help to bury her again.
Meaning, help him cover up the crime, keep the secret.
Exactly. He tries to convince Adam that they're both trapped, that the evidence, the lies, the missing money, the fake pregnancy, it all points so convincingly to Adam that the police would never believe the truth. He thinks Adam's only option is to become his accomplice after the fact.
But Adam doesn't go along with it, obviously.
No. The truth finally comes out. Trip is arrested. Kuntz gets life in prison for the murders of Heidi and Ingrid. Adam is cleared.
At what cost? His wife is dead, murdered by his friend. His life is completely shattered.
Completely. He's left a single father picking up the pieces, and he's forced to see his entire community, this perfect suburban ideal, for what it really was.
A facade built on lies.
Yeah. Financial lies, marital lies, lies about success, lies about identity. As Adam realizes, pretty much everyone was hiding something. The only real difference between him and Trip Evans in the end was maybe who got caught and who was willing to kill to keep the secret hidden.
Outro.
So let's just try and synthesize this incredibly tangled story one last time. It starts with one secret, a fake pregnancy, revealed by the stranger using data likely stolen from his job.
Right. And that single revelation triggers a blackmail operation, which then threatens a major corporate deal, a $17 million IPO.
Which leads to a desperate ex-cop, John Kuntz, being hired as a fixer, a killer to protect that money. He murders 2 people connected to the stranger's network.
And all that chaos, all that suspicion swirling around creates the perfect smokescreen for Tripp Evans, the neighbor living the dream, to murder Corinne Price when she discovers his secret, the embezzlement, and try to frame her husband, Adam, for it all.
It's just an extraordinary chain reaction, where the initial act of revealing a secret may be intended as some kind of twisted justice by the stranger, ends up enabling far worse crimes. It shows how knowledge, especially stolen digital knowledge, is power, but wielding it like the stranger did. It has these devastating, unpredictable, and ultimately fatal consequences. It ripples out way beyond the intended target.
And looking back at all the sources, all the testimony, it really feels like the only thing that didn't lie in this whole mess was the technology itself.
Absolutely. The Visa charges, the phone's GPS tracker, the IP addresses from the deep web purchases, or the revenge porn upload. That digital footprint was the only reliable narrator. It couldn't be manipulated in the same way people's stories or reputations could. It just was.
Which brings us to that final thought, the thing to really chew on. The stranger, Chris Taylor, his whole ideology was a secret revealed is a secret destroyed. He believed he was Lansing Boyles, bringing truth to light.
Yeah, he definitely revealed a lot of secrets. The fake pregnancy, the sugar baby, the steroids, the embezzlement, the fiance's betrayal. Cedar Field's dirty laundry was aired out completely.
But did destroying those secrets actually lead to justice? Or did it just unleash more chaos, more pain, deeper tragedy, especially for Adam and his kids? Was the truth worth the price?
And maybe the bigger question for all of us, living our lives online, leaving these digital breadcrumbs everywhere, how much is that illusion of privacy or anonymity really worth? Is it even real? And what's the cost, financially or morally, when that illusion shatters, either by accident or, like here, by someone deliberately weaponizing the data we thought was safe?
That's definitely something to think about, a lot to unpack there long after this deep dive ends.